I'm Tina Laster and you're at Laster Farm. Today we're going to start cleaning out that greenhouse. So let's go. This is cardboard I've been saving for the bottom of our garden bed, so I'm going to stack it up in a stack because we're going to be using it real soon. Trash pile over here. These go into our tool shed. Okay. I have a lot of pots. I think a lot of this is trash. An old sink that we're going to put in the back of the greenhouse. Use this box because I don't like to really use anything that has a lot of color to it, and so this is trash. Also, that box had a wax coating over it, and we don't want that to break down our garden beds. a lot of cardboard. Let me show you. Big stack. These are fruit baskets, and I thought I might use them to pick stuff out of the garden with. These were my father-in-law's. He used to make fruit baskets every year for Christmas for the church that he attended, and we used to help him make those and pass those out at Christmas time. So I've probably got 20 to 30, 40, not sure exactly how many's in there. Hey, gravel. Got a hole. Put that hay gravel in this container. Put that other one in. Plant food my mom sent. Water sprinklers, a chicken waterer. We made this for our baby chickens. Part of my windmill. There's the other half. The wind took it out. And I have another one of these wheels, and I've been meaning for Steve to take this one off and put my other one on. So many things, so many projects that I want to do, you know, that I'm holding on to and keeping. I guess I'm kind of a hoarder when it comes to some things. I guess my kids would agree. I feel like if I can recycle it and use it in some other way, you know, sometimes you just hate to throw things away, knowing you need to. Now, I think a lot of this stuff got gifted. Okay, got my leaf blower. Okay, let me get behind the camera and take you in and show you what we've done so far. Okay, here's our floor. It's bricked, as you can tell. And then we already have some soil in our bed from last year. These beds are almost 4 foot wide, and this walkway is 4 foot. So this bed over here still needs filling up. So I want to say it may be closer to 10 foot wide, this building, but it is 12 foot long. So let me go on this end and give you a look from this angle. I just love to stand back here and look through the greenhouse. I think it looks so pretty, which the brick need washing off. And it took me a minute to lay these brick down. And I didn't want the floor just completely level. I wanted it to look like it's an old pathway that's been here for a while. And we did use old brick. So this brick was recycled, and I just love the brick. I just love the old looking brick, the thick brick. And some of these bricks had dates on them. They had like 1800, and I think one of them had like 1839, something like that on it. So that was before the Civil War. But there was some that was, you know, that are newer. But I'm not sure what to plant in here. I'm still thinking carrots and onions and garlic and things like that. Let me flip it around. Okay. Let me just show you the back room that used to be the tool shed. This is what we're working with back here. We have bushel baskets galore. We have my pots up there. We have seed trays. I kind of have used that for my little seed trays. I have an old pie safe that I've got things in that pertains to the garden. And then this stuff is what my lovely husband has just thrown in here out of his shop. Something he says, I think you might could use that. I think you might need that. So that's what we got there. And this shelving unit, I love this piece. I got this out of Steve's dad's his little outbuilding, and nobody claimed it, so of course I did. And I am going to, it would be perfect to put seed trays on, because it's just the right length, you know, to put a tray on. And then over here, I've got this metal base. It's orange. See the orange? If you can tell. I want to put a butcher block top on that and set the sink in down there in front of that window. And then in front of this window, I thought I would fix some other type of box to pour, like a rubber toady or something, to put my dirt in for to repot plants back here. And then of course, more garden tools. And it's just a lot of things. And then I have an old corner cabinet that I just love. I put that in here. And I've just got to get back here and organize this little room, because this space back here is like a, I think it's an 8 by 10. I think it's an 8 by 10. And so it's not a very big space. And then outside we have more things to clean up. I have, who'd have guessed it, more buckets. And I have wooden containers that I, like baskets that I have built, and they've sit out here in the weather and they're breaking down and the handles are coming off. And like I said, those are some of the baskets that I made, wooden baskets. They're handy at garden time. And then we're back here. Just a lot to clean up and get organized. And over here, there's a metal door that we got from a friend of ours, Bobby Jack, for the front of our greenhouse. We got a couple of more from him that were real heavy, and we tried to use those, but they just didn't work out. They just wouldn't fit right. So I've got that one saved that I've been meaning to put up. And I want to take this fence down, I think. And this is the area that Steve cleaned out yesterday. All that wood that was laying here that came off of this little shed. And this shed, he's going to work on it a wall at a time. He took this wall off and he's going to put different siding back, because a lot of the wood, the studs were rotten, and he put some more back up. And then we've got to take this side down and then side it and go all the way around. I had thought about putting a back door back here to drive the tiller up in there, but I don't know if I want to put a back door on it or not. But I know I want a cute little porch on the front, so I don't know if I want to. I think I kind of want to put a door back there, because I don't want to have to take everything up the front porch, you know, because I'm going to put a little swing on my porch, and I'm going to put me an old wash pan on the wall, and that old dish pan, wash tub, I'm going to fix that with flowers in it. And I want the porch to come out about 6 feet, or 6 or 8, and that still give us plenty of room to get through here. And then I'm going to move this peach tree, because it's just not where it really needs to be. So, and look at that beautiful arbor. I'm just loving that. Yesterday we got that done, and I'm so glad. I just love it. And we still have the 5 garden beds out. We have one more built. Well, I say built. We have one more ready to put together. Liz is supposed to be painting it this afternoon. When she gets through with her schoolwork, she wanted to paint it. So Mama's gonna have to pay her a little allowance for painting for me. So, but now there is all of our stuff that we took out today. Now, I have got to do something with it because I can't just let it sit there. I think it's supposed to rain tomorrow here in West Tennessee. But doesn't the greenhouse look better from outside? Good morning. It's the next day here at Laster Farm, and I didn't show me cleaning out the very back because it took me till 6:30 last night, and it was dark when I stopped last night. So let me take you inside and let me show you what I've accomplished. Well, you saw this yesterday all cleaned out, but you didn't see I moved this cabinet over here and screwed it to the wall. I may or may not keep this here because I still have to move some things out of the back space to move into the tool shed. So as of right now, it can be used here because the trays, my starting tray, see, trays will fit great in here. You can do one long ways, or you can put 2 in and they'll stick out just a little bit. Since I've got this here, I'm not sure if I'm going to put a shelf on this side. I kind of like the openness of it, but I definitely am going to put a shelf along the middle on this side. And then I kind of brought everything back in after I took it out and organized. My grandbaby's play sand, his little gravel, and some of his sandbox stuff I kept. And then in here, you can tell that I've got it kind of organized. Now Steve is going to mount me a sink inside of this, and I may use like a butcher block type countertop all the way across from side to side and let it hang over this little frame. And then on this side I want to have a Rubbermaid cut out and put it in there so I can put my soil, my dirt. And then in the bottom of this, it's just, you know, it's just a little bit of everything. And I'm not sure if I'm even going to keep those baskets or those bags. And this has got miscellaneous stuff in it, you know, my gloves and screws and nails and stuff like that. Just stuff that we can get to really easy. And then on this side, I've still got these bushel baskets that are going to go over there in the other tool shed. And then I've got all my pots up there organized. It's so dusty in here from it not having a door on it, so I'm not worrying about dusting right now until we get doors up. And then inside this, it was just like spray bottles and different things like pesticides. And see, I don't really use pesticides. They were gifted from Steve's dad and from my mother, was cleaning out, and some of it's plant food and stuff like that. But you know, I really want this to be more of an organic garden. I've always wanted more of an organic space, and I don't really, for the last, I know 5-6 years, we have not used anything like that. No Sevin dust or anything. But you know, when the farmers spray behind the house, you know, what's to keeping it from drifting over, you know? And they're really good about calling us and say, hey, I'm going to spray something today, cover your plants. But when you've got a whole garden like we're going to have, how are you going to cover all that? So anyway, at least they call. Let me go over to, well, before we go over and look at the tool shed, what I've taken over there, let's look out here at my pile of junk. This is everything that I took out throwing away. Just a lot of stuff. So, and then there's my cardboard for my garden beds. And then this water hose, there's 2 of them, and I'm not sure if they're usable. And come on over here and we'll look at the tool shed and let you see what I put in there. I've kind of organized it and just kind of put it in buckets and crates right now, because in case I have to move it out while we're working on this. But it's nothing that nobody would want, not anybody would want to steal, nothing of any value, just my old farm tools and stuff that we've kept of our parents' old tools, you know, that, you know, about wore out and nobody wants, but they're in there because I'm thinking arbor around my red tool shed on around the porch. I might put some more tools or something. I wanted to show you what I got done, because I felt like yesterday all I got done was the inside of the greenhouse, but really after I turned the camera off I got a lot done. Thank you so much for joining me back here at Laster Farm this morning, and I let you see that I did clean out that greenhouse. And so that little project's done. And so now, and I've kind of got the little tool shed organized. I mean, I know I don't have everything in there like I want, but I can't do anything until Steve finishes, you know, putting up the outside siding on that. And so I will see you back this week. And what we've got coming up is we're still working on the other garden beds. We're going to put those out and get those ready, and I'm going to take down a fence. There's a lot more things I'm going to do, so come back and see what we're doing this week. And I appreciate your subscribing to my channel, and I thank you very much for hanging out with me today. So we will catch you next time. God bless.